question in conference.
Hello. I'm wondering if you have similar carbon footprint values for other plastics as a reference we can obtain.
Oh, remember these are absolute values. So you could, I'd be happy to send it to you, but I can tell you and the other, the way this is calculated is very simple. It is based on stoichiometrics. So 12 grams of carbon converts to 44 grams of CO2, correct? So if you know the percent carbon present in your product, then you can say how much CO2 would be released per kilogram or 100 kilograms of plastic. So if the percent carbon is 50, then 50 kilograms of, if the percent, let's take 12. If your percent carbon is 12, makes simpler, the amount of CO2 released would be 44 kilograms of CO2 per 100 kilograms of plastic. That's what I'm trying to convey there, and that one can easily compute from your carbon percentage. And so if you send me a carbon percentage, I can easily tell you this is your CO2 emissions which is going to occur, and vice versa. If I switch to another feedstock, a bio feedstock, I can eliminate that. However, like I always say, you must also take into account what is the conversion carbon cost associated with that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, that was more or less my question, because I'm concerned with comparing CPET versus traditional PET.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and there is where you, this could be done if you look at, I mean, I didn't have time to go, maybe also that you need to do another e-live on the LCA part, but and this is to all the attendees, you know, the framework which every one of us or every manufacturer is being asked is, what is your footprint, carbon and environmental footprint? And the way you do that is you do your flow charting and you compute your carbon footprint across the board up to your factory gate. And so you will have a very clear idea of what your footprint is. So if you say take CPET or regular PET and want to compare it, you draw the flow charting, get the carbon numbers, and you can see for yourself what the carbon footprint is and how you can improve, modify, change it.
Thank you.
Okay, great. I'll move our next question in.
Yeah, I just have a question. Is there any other companies who are developing conventional plastics like polypropylene, ABS, polycarbonates, etc., using bio feedstocks?
Yes, there have been several announcements, and since this is public, I'd be happy to disclose that. I have me allude to Braskem. Braskem is the Brazilian PE producer, which has announced that they will build I believe it's a 100 million metric ton plant by 2009, so in Brazil, right to sugarcane production. Dow Chemical has also announced to make polyethylene from sugarcane, so the biopolyethylene. There's a Solvay, I think, has announced that they want to make PVC from the same ethylene to vinyl chloride to polyvinyl chloride route to incorporate biocarbon content. Arkema, the name I'm sure you're familiar with, has also announced or has presented papers of making nylons from the vegetable oil platform. Does that answer your question? Those are the ones I know of today.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and with that, I'll take our last question.
Hello, it's Pablo Alegre speaking from Spain. Just one question. When do you consider that, in which percentage of carbon you consider that the material is bioplastic or is not?
It's a good question in the sense that, let me try to understand your question. The question is, at what level of biocarbon content would you call something a bioplastic? Is that correct?
That's correct. Thank you.
In the USDA, in the federal government, the U.S. government procurement, they have actually identified various levels of biocontent, ranging from 20% biocontent all the way up to 80% biocontent. My submission to you and to others is that the percent biocontent can be directly translated to percent CO2 reductions, correct? We can do that. Therefore, if you have 1% biocontent, it really has no meaning. I mean, it doesn't carry. But anything above 25, 30% does relate to some significant reductions, especially if you have very high volumes, right? So if you have billions of pounds being used, a 25% biocontent will result in a significant CO2 reductions. And I am hoping and I feel that when you put in 25, your goal is not to stop there, you're going to continue to improve it. But there is no magic number, but 25 seems a reasonable value proposition. And in terms of regulations, the U.S. government has got different levels for different products which they have identified. If you go to the BioPreferred website, you will get those values if you want to.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, great. Well, excuse me. Thank you, Dr. Narayan, and I'd like to thank everyone again for attending our ELI presentation today. I'll be sending an email with a link to an evaluation form. If you could take a moment to fill out this form, we would greatly appreciate it. We are very interested in your feedback on our ELI presentations. Please be sure to include future topics you'd like to see presented in this format. For more details, please visit our website, www.4spe.org. Thank you again, and have a great day.